So work's going well and you're happily married with a kid, but then your psycho ex-wife is let out of a mental institution, desperate to win you back. From 1996, this is The Ex. I'm Jay Harangue and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
Yes, and please consider joining my Patreon where you can view exclusive content. This week, for just $3 a month, supporters will be able to see my video on the 2015 Lifetime movie Fatal Flip. It's at this point I usually give a brief description of the film, but I'm sure you can guess exactly what happens just from the title.
Yep.
If you don't want to join my Patreon, that's fine, but at least do me a favour and press the like button on this video, because apparently it helps. Thanks. Anyway, let's get on with the film. It starts with a woman picking up her son from school. But hang on, who's this? I'm not sure what she hopes to achieve by this, but she tries to chase down the car. Oh look, it's Yancy Butler. In this, her name's Deidre, and she's the main character.
Hi.
Cut to serious businessman David Kenyon. While he's talking serious business in this elevator, he sees Deidre.
How have you been, Deidre?
How do I look, David?
You're looking very well.
She's like, I just moved here and I'm staying at a hotel until I can find an apartment.
You wouldn't happen to know of any available, would you?
No.
Did you ever marry again?
He's like, yes, I'm happily married with a 5-year-old boy.
Isn't that nice?
It turns out David and Deidre used to be married, but more on that later. They go for a drink and David tells her he thinks them bumping into each other wasn't a coincidence at all, and that he reckons she's tracked him down. He's like, this is all pointless, I'm happy with Molly.
Molly makes you feel good?
That's why I married her.
He's like, I don't think we should see each other again. So she shows him her wrist with scratch marks on it.
If you'd really wanted to die, you would have cut deeper.
Good point.
When David leaves, this other guy thinks he's got a chance with Deidre.
Are you married? The truth now.
Yeah.
Then you may sit down.
Yeah, more fun with keepers. He takes her back to his hotel room, they get in the bath, then this happens. Then Deidre goes back to her hotel and watches a home video she and David made when they were married. And it's a sex tape.
Of course.
And sorry, it's a bit violent, hence I can't show it.
It's totally inappropriate.
Then Deidre calls a psychiatrist.
You never should have left before you completed treatment, Deirdre.
Deidre claims she's still taking her medication, but it's clear that she isn't, and more on that later. Cut to David at home the next morning with his wife Molly and their son Michael. It was Molly's car Deidre was chasing the other day, by the way. Here we find out that Michael has behavioural issues and Molly is really boring. Michael has been hitting other kids at school.
Good.
So he's been seeing a child psychologist, but for whatever reason, the sessions aren't working out. Later, we see Deidre going to the gym, and oh look, Molly's a member here too. Deidre introduces herself as Lillian and tells Molly she's a child psychologist. Somehow they get talking about Michael and how his current psychologist is rubbish, so Lillian agrees to see him.
Have you been married before?
No, it's the first time for both of us.
Right, so David's not told Molly about his marriage to Deidre. Why not? Well, more on that later. That night in bed, Molly tells David that she found a new doctor for Michael to see.
Where'd you see her? She's a knockout.
I probably wouldn't even notice.
Oh, I think you're going to notice. And then they bang. But while that's happening, in a scene I'm unable to show, David imagines he's with Deidre and starts being really aggressive.
What were you doing?
I'm sorry, I just...
What are you thinking?
Probably best not to answer that. At the gym the next morning, Molly tells Lillian, who she's met once, all about that incident. Then she takes Lillian with her to pick up Michael from school.
Who's she?
This is Lillian, my new friend.
Hello, Michael.
In the car, Deidre suggests they take a ferry ride around the bay. So that's happening. When Molly goes for a shit,
Is the water cold?
Why? Do you want to jump in?
It looks easy enough to swim to shore. Why can't I see the sharks?
Oh, they're in there. Believe me, Michael.
right, time to throw the kid into the paddle wheel. Oh shit, Molly's back. Later, Deidre recalls how years ago she drowned her sister in the sea because she had a boyfriend who she wanted for herself.
Of course. Well, isn't that what most people do?
To put it bluntly, no.
David has come back early from work today.
Daddy's home.
Oh, good.
Well, he's even more handsome than in his photographs.
Michael, go to your room. Lillian? Your name is Lillian? I want you to grab your stuff and get the hell out of here. Grab your stuff and get the hell out of here. I'm tired of this bullshit. Let's move.
David! David, what is going on?
In the hallway, he tells Deidre to leave his family alone. When Molly asks why he threw her out, he doesn't tell her that she's his obsessed ex-wife. He tells her that he checked with the State Medical Society and that she's not even a registered psychologist.
She's new here?
She's a con artist. I don't want you to have anything more to do with her.
Not sure about you, but at this point, I'd just admit that she was my ex-wife. But I don't know. Maybe Deirdre will just leave them alone from now on, and he'll never get found out. That night, David goes round to Deirdre's hotel room to tell her to leave his family alone again. Deirdre explains that because she was in a mental institution, she can get away with just about anything.
I'm a certified nut. I wouldn't even stand trial, do you hear me?
I'm not sure that's how it works, but okay. He's like, well, I've got bad news for you. I'm telling Molly everything. So she's like, well, in that case, I'm going to throw myself out the window. Why don't you push me, David? Get me back for what I did to Marion. Marion, by the way, was Deirdre's sister who she drowned in the sea. The man she had who Deirdre wanted was David.
Yes, of course. Now things are beginning to make sense.
David pulls her off the window ledge and starts throwing her around the room. But he walks out before he does anything stupid. The next day at the gym, Molly sees Deirdre covered in bruises.
I'm saying that he raped me. I don't believe you. He has a birthmark on the inside of his left thigh, doesn't he?
Yes.
Oh dear. So Molly goes storming into David's office.
She told me you raped her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You believed her.
How would she know about your birthmark?
I was married to her for 3 years. She was my first wife.
What?
She's like, why didn't you tell me you were married before? And he's like, well, to be honest, I was a bit embarrassed. She's mental. I strangled her and she told the police I tried to kill her.
She's been following us. She's sick.
I'm gonna call the police.
No police.
What?
Why would he not call the police? Unbelievable. Deirdre then goes hunting for a woman who lives alone in David's building. Oh, look, here's one. So she's dead. Back at David's apartment, they break the news to Michael that he won't be seeing Lillian anymore.
You just don't want me to have a friend.
David, don't. He's just trying to make you lose your temper.
Let's just get this behind us. She's gone now.
Can't we get a restraining order?
They go to see David's lawyer, who tells them that because David took a plea bargain when Molly accused him of trying to kill her, she'd have more chance of getting one than he would.
I'll try having a word with her.
But first he speaks to Deirdre's psychiatrist, who comes to her apartment to see her. This ends with Deirdre smashing her head against the bath and drowning her in it.
What was it that you always said to me at the end of each session? I'm sorry, but your time is up.
Yeah. When she goes to see David's lawyer, she tells her that she and David have been having an affair, and that the reason she moved to that apartment is because he wanted her close by. She's like, I've got a tape of us having sex if you want to see it. And he's like, yeah, stick it on. Although we don't see David's lawyer knocking one out over David and Deirdre's sex tape, it's certainly implied. So he calls David to tell him he won't be representing him anymore. That night, Deirdre calls Michael and tells him to look out the window because she knows David's on his way round to shout at her. Again. This time he wants the tape.
David, what are you doing? Go inside, sweetie, and don't come out of your room, okay?
David comes home and he's like, honestly, it's not what you think. But she's like, whatever, David, get out. Meanwhile, Deirdre is off to a biker bar to find a man to beat her up. Why? So she can go to the police and tell them it was David. The next day, David is arrested.
What's happening, Daddy?
Ask him what he did to Dr. Lillian Jonas.
Right, so the police haven't even found out her real name. Brilliant. Also, do the police say stuff like this around the children of people they're arresting? I doubt it. Anyway, they take David to the station and throw him in jail. He's bailed out for $150,000, but Molly's taken Michael to their cottage in the woods, as that's the perfect place to stage the final showdown. And oh look, Deirdre's broken into their apartment and found a note from Molly to David telling her exactly where they're going.
Shall we make a fire?
That's a good idea. Yes. Yes, it is.
Molly and Michael go outside to play in the rain, so when they get back in, the fire is pretty useful. But oh no.
Bitch! Why did you hurt her?
Well, why did you hurt her? Wham, wham, wham.
Oh good, David's on his way. But when he gets in, he sees Molly tied up.
Daddy!
Oh, don't worry, David. I kept her alive so she could watch us finish what we started.
And because of plot. Then there's this fight.
You bitch!
You fucking bitch!
Kill her, Daddy! Kill her! She hurt Mommy!
David doesn't want to set a bad example for Michael, so he decides not to kill her and turns his back on her while he goes to untie Molly.
What?
David, sweetheart.
This is shit. But hang on, it looks like Michael has other ideas.
Stupid little bitch! Were you crying? I'm gonna get rid of you.
The whole place burns to the ground, and that's the end of the film. So until next time, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.